What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 10th episode of Vivy Fluorite I's song. This one's titled Vivy Score, Singing From My Heart. So yes, Vivy is now back, although not quite the way I think we were hoping. It resulted in the loss of Diva, thanks to the virus that this AI copy Hugo thing actually ended up being. I think last episode was probably the more confusing of the series. I think I'm still kind of understanding it, kind of not. But yeah, kind of the idea was around the programming that exists, and again, how vague the programming is. Like, you make everyone happy you're seeing. It's like, that's such a vague idea, and when you put it to an AI, how do they approach that? It's like, do they just sing, and then wait till everyone's happy, and then they're done? Like, certain missions are much more specific. We don't really have too many overall missions to necessarily go up against, but you see like something like a service AI is like, that's just meant to be like serving and taking, like working a till essentially. It's like, that's a much more basic idea that it exists to do, and that exists to do its mission. Whereas something like this is so much more open-ended, and you can see how it ends up deviating in certain instances. With Vivy going along with the Singularity Project and everything that's going on. And yes, the piano teacher bit that we saw previously was actually Hugo and his piano teacher, who deviated from his programming just to teach music in order to save people. And he's like, why would you deviate like that? And then Antonio, on the other side, is doing like kind of the same. Like, Antonio's like criticizing Matsumoto for not deviating. Yugo's criticizing Vivy for deviating, or trying to find out why you would deviate because of his own personal trauma, of which he seems to have inherited thanks to whatever mysterious power has given him this technology. He has technology advanced of what this time period has. So just like how Matsumoto was very advanced for when he first met Vivy, Hugo has more advanced technology, like the thing in the head. Like, I don't know what that was all about. And we don't really get an answer as to where Hugo kind of got that from. But yeah, Diva is ultimately shut down by the virus that's been implanted, and Vivy is now the one that's going to take over after that. Ophelia is technically destroyed, but I guess the circumstance of what has happened is different, so maybe that has an effect. Maybe it doesn't look like so much a suicide now, but maybe more of a planned attack? Maybe? But even then, it's kind of hard to tell what actually would happen. Like, with both of them dead, how do people interpret that? That's going to be kind of an interesting point, because the point was to stop her from committing suicide, because that sparks a chain of events. But now, who knows what actually is going to happen, but I'm assuming we'll get another time skip. I don't know if we will or not. That seemed like the end of an arc. It was a 3-episode arc focused around the new Diva. Now that Vivy's back, I assume we'll time skip to see what happened after all of that. And then will that be our final time skip? If it's our final time skip, that would mean we'd have 4 episodes on this current timeline. Something tells me they're not done with time skipping yet. I mean, we just introduced the idea that maybe someone else is time skipping other than Matsumoto. So, yeah, I feel like we're not going to be done with that. I feel like the time skipping is going to become way more relevant now, because we're approaching close to the event. I think we still got some years though, right? We're at 61 at the beginning of that arc, I believe. So we still got 40 odd years, I guess, until then. I wonder how that's going to go. Very curious, very curious. Yeah, just going to see how Vivy takes to this, I guess, now that she's trying to figure out why she sings and things like that. That Diva seemed to have figured out, but Diva's now gone. So, gonna be interesting, but we're just going to go into the episode because I'm still confused from that last one. I just want to get into it and see where we go. So, as per usual, These are tile-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gives you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear and Lock Horizon Season 2. We also have movie reactions. The first week of the month of June will be a poll for what movie we watched that month. There'll be a list of 6 movies. I'll announce on Discord at the same time, and hopefully YouTube as well. We'll see about the YouTube announcement though. I did have a plan for that, but I don't know if we'll necessarily get there in time. But yeah, I'll announce that all there. We also have a special movie on the 5th, Saturday the 5th, which will be the Princess Principal Crown Handler movie. First of the 6-movie project that they're doing as a sequel to the main series. I need to watch the main series again in my free time this week, or this coming week, to get ready for that, because I'm very excited. But here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I'll count down 3 to 1 play, and play site episode, eyesight episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Aniplex logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also see a screen flash on my face, the mic, or this by my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Her singing. Seems out of sync. Okay. Are we already in like a museum or something? Yeah, it's 5 years ago. Were you... Yeah. Yeah, it's... Kids. God damn it, kids. Can't sing. So we've done a 5-year time skip, I guess. Huh? So it has been 5 years. Samu, hurry up, you need to go join Border. And that is how that kid got his first ever crush. Just sit and wait. Gear motor. Evolution of animals. This is a whole museum, not just AI. Bunch of AI is just on display. And there's Matsumoto. OP time. I still haven't listened to the full version of this song. I keep forgetting it for some reason. I guess, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. After that performance. Mm-hmm. Can't even work on that either. That was the final one? Double suicide. Hmm. So yeah, it ultimately ends up in the same way. Hmm. So this time it didn't. Huh. Yeah, why are you here? Wondering that himself. Revelation from the heavens. Hmm. The one to Diva. Or Antonio, I guess. Race? Huh? Hmm. Herself? Do we know our creator? Hmm. Right. Ah, okay. It's the anniversary when they met. Hmm. Okay. Who's this kid? This kid seems very important now all of a sudden. Back to the archive. Hmm. 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 This is our creator? Huh? Hmm. Interesting. Ha, the kid's back. Hmm. Interesting. Immediately to it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Ha. Hmm. Hmm. Cute kid. Back in we go. Hmm. Hmm. There are AI written songs. Okay. Just I'm gonna guess 0. Hmm. And AI's never created their own song. Maybe that's our idea. And perfect time to interrupt. There's that. There's been another year time skip since they last met. That's as far as she got. Hmm. Hmm. Coming in for yearly checkups then. Interesting. Guess we'll see the kid grow up as well at this rate. At this pace, I wonder if we actually will finish our song on the day the event's meant to happen. Oh yeah, here's the kid again. Oh, a bit more grown up this time. It might actually be the day the war breaks out by the time we finish this song. Oh, we got kids. Other people being brought in. Nice. And that immediately distracts, obviously, but... Hmm. How many years are we skipping at this point? I don't even know. Grown up now. Still not really getting much progress. Hmm. Got married, okay. Hmm. Still can't get anywhere. Might actually get to the point of that. Hmm. Why do I recognize that voice? I think I just recognize the VA, but... Hmm. Luna, okay. Okay. Why do I recognize your voice? Like, I'm sure I've heard you in many other things, but still. Hmm. Hmm. Same idea as the... Same idea as her creator, actually. Mm-hmm. Oh no, the wife passed. Are you implying that his wife passed in childbirth? Oh boy. What connected just then? I mean, we just got somewhere. Huh. Oh boy. And memories of everything that happens. Stop the metronome. Why is it with these episodes recently feeling like almost like series recaps in their own? Well, not recaps, like enders. It's the ED. I just put two and two together. That was the ED. It took a second. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Yeah. Hmm. 20 years, okay. So she's now 81, I think. Hmm. Hmm. I'm sure they will. Let's hope. Hmm. Hmm. Matt knew I heard his voice before. Yes, he's the guy that sent Matsumoto back. Holy shit! Yeah, I knew that voice was recognizable to an extent. He's Matsumoto. So that's the scientist in the beginning that sent Matsumoto back. He sent himself back, right? Is that how that works? I'm trying to remember. Try to remember that first episode when they sent Matsumoto back. I need to rewatch that. But here's the ED with that she wrote. So I'm guessing eventually we're going to get a version of the ED with actual lyrics to it, and that'll be her mission complete. I guess is how we're going to play this. If so, that's very clever to not have the lyrics all this time and just have it there, subtly, always there, and then finally get the full version. That'd be really nicely done if that was the case. And that's why Matsumoto went to Vivy of all people for the Singularity Project. Okay. Alright, preview time. Longer preview this time by looks things. Maybe not. Oh, God. Oh, God. I think the singular. Oh, no. The Singularity Project failed. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And they're singing. Are they singing her song? Oh, that's so creepy. Holy shit. That's creepy as shit. That end singing is creepy as shit, and I love it. It reminds me of Nier Automata, the Become as Gods chanting. This is obviously not chanting with lyrics, but this is just like chanting the same tune. But yeah, it has that same like the Become as Gods thing. World's End modulation. Let me just go back slightly because that's not the translated bit. Where is it? World's End modulation. April 11th, 2161. There's a typo on April, they put 2 L's. Singularity Project has ended in failure. Yes, it has. And it looks like we're just going to play it out from here. Wow. Wow. Okay, I want to go back to episode 1 real quick. I just want to see if that absolutely is the guy's voice at the first episode, because I think it was, but I can't quite tell. It's been so long. I can't remember that first episode and the way they introduced Matsumoto. Where is it? It was still such a good intro to this series. Such a good intro. Is this him here? Yeah, that's absolutely him. That's Matsumoto. Do we hear his voice? Do we hear his voice? Yeah, we absolutely hear his voice. And that's why he's obsessed with Diva in there. You who rescued me from rock bottom. Yep. That explains the connection. But and then he flashed back all the stuff that we'd seen as well. I love it. God, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant way to loop that back in. So is the Matsumoto that we are as an AI, is that Matsumoto being sent back as an AI? And that's why he has, like... Is he just hiding it from us? Or is this an AI that just assumed the identity of Matsumoto and his knowledge? Kind of hard to tell with that aspect of it. But considering we've seen Yugo being sent back in that instance as well, makes me wonder how they didn't handle that one as well. I knew I recognized that voice. I absolutely knew I recognized that voice. God damn it. There he is, Osamu Matsumoto. Takahito Koyasu. I definitely recognize you in other things, though, other than... Yeah, he's Shogun, his father. Yep, he's Adam from Skates. He's Roswell. Yeah, he's a very recognizable name just in of himself. He's in Bookworm. He's in By the Grace of Gods. He's Hugin from Decadence. He was in Sport Climbing Girls as well. He's been in Dorohedoro. He was in Darwin's. Like, he's been in basically everything. Like, anything you can imagine. He's in Violet Evergarden. He's in Slime as Clayman. Like, he was in Overlord. I remember this twat. Yeah, very recognizable VA, but I knew I'd heard him in this series as well. I'm so glad. Yeah, that makes so much sense. Okay. Okay. Now, that makes me wonder if the daughter is in any way relevant. Because in theory, the daughter would be... How old would the daughter be at this point? I think the song was completed thanks to that... the baby holding his finger... For her finger... She was 81, right? Because he said it took 20 years to find that answer, assuming we started when we were 61. No, wait. It was 5 years after. So... She's 86 at that moment, right? Because she's 61. 5 years later, it happens. And then for the next 20 years, so from 66 to 86... And then 14 years later, we're here. So she'd be 14, 15, someone around there. I don't know if that makes her relevant to the story or not, but I can't help but feel that maybe they'll bring the daughter in somehow relevant. I don't know how, but maybe they'll bring the daughter in to relevancy as well. Other than just having the symbolism of, like, a mother, of which the creators seem to be of a motherly type figure, which kind of makes sense, like, in a creation of an AI, you feel like the mother of it in the creation of it. Like, I get that. I think it's been shown in other series as well that deal with something similar. there's often like a parental bond to your creation in that sense. So I get that. Yeah, that was Matsumoto. So yeah, I wonder if he just named Matsumoto after him, or if there's like any like actual memory or connection of human connection between the two of them. I guess it depends on how the Singularity Project was actually enacted, because when he pressed the send button, there was like kind of a glitchiness to it, because he was dying right as he pressed the button. So I'm wondering if his death and dying as the code was being sent and things like that, I wonder if that had any impact on the Matsumoto that eventually arrived. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about as well in all of this, but man, that was a good episode. It was a very, very good episode. But it still failed. It still failed. Although we only changed, what was it? How many events did we change? We changed 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only changed 4 events, right? We only really changed 4 events. Keeping that one guy safe from assassination. Stopping the space hotel from killing people. Stopping Metal Float, which in itself was at a different time. And then stopping Ophelia's suicide. Although that ends up being a double suicide. But no other AIs ended up committing suicide as a result of that. So it was kind of like, yes, it kind of was still a bad outcome, but overall the response was different enough that it was kind of successful. But just based on that, things went different. But because of the song we've created, that's now being... I think it's the same song that she's created here that's now being chanted by all these out-of-control AI. I wonder if, no matter what happened to the Singularity Project, because of Vivy's actions here at the end of it, it would have been inevitable anyway. I wonder. Because that song is her idea of being aware of herself as a unique being. Would that have an effect on other AI should they learn of it? Crazy theory time. Because Matsumoto heard that song, I wonder if he used that song to see if other AI could experience their own self-identity and stuff, and that backfired and he was the cause of it in the first place. Crazy theory time with that, but how else would they know her song? Someone must have given that song to them, because... Again, I'll stop my train of thought there just in case it isn't actually the same song and I'm just being crazy. But it sounds like the same song, does it not? Let's hear it again. Hang on. I'm just going back. It absolutely sounds like the same song. And I think that's why Vivy's so horrified by it. So who would have given that a song? Only Matsumoto, realistically, knew of the song. So is it possible that Matsumoto's actions ultimately caused all this to begin with? Or was the final trigger for it? And because we never affected that... I mean, in the original timeline, did Vivy do any of it? Because we never heard this song in the original timeline when everything went berserk. We never heard this chanting of the song. We had just the Nearland opening music for the most part, I think. I don't remember ever hearing any hint of this song in it, so... Maybe we did end up in a different time, but it still ended up in war. I don't know. Kind of interested to see where that goes. But, yeah. Fantastic episode. I'm so glad that the VA kind of ticked me into that a little bit early. I'm so glad. Anyway, the design also helps, but I barely remember the design of him from episode 1, honestly. But the kid was important. Like, I knew the kid would be important because they kind of brought him back and made him, like, curious enough. And I was like, okay, this kid's important in some way. I did not expect that to be the direction it went, but that's pretty good way of linking that back in. So, anyway, That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. There's a lot to comment on. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, which is going to be fucking creepy by the looks of things, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.